Number 3 for section 3.7. Not all of our terms are on one side of the inequality. So my first step is going to be to move all of my terms onto one side and have 0 on the other. So let's do that. I'm going to leave those two terms where they're at, and then subtract 4x, and then subtract 16, and this is greater than or equal to 0. Now that everything is on one side, we are looking for where it's equal to 0 or where it's undefined to find our cutoff points. On the previous problem, it was already factored for us, so we actually have to factor this. So with 4 terms, this is going to be a factor by grouping. So if I factor out an x squared, that will leave me with x plus 4. And then if I factor out a negative 4 out of the second 2, that will also leave me with an x plus 4. So then I want to complete the factor by grouping. So this will be x plus 4 and x squared minus 4. And we're still not done factoring because that x squared minus 4 is a difference in two squares. So the x plus 4 is going to stay the same, but the x squared minus 4 is going to factor to be an x plus 2 and an x minus 2. And again, this is all greater than or equal to 0. So I skipped showing that on all of these other steps, but as long as you have it on the last step, that's all that matters. So my cutoff points are going to be x is equal to 4, x is equal to negative 2, and x is equal to positive 2. And this is going to be for our number line. So my cutoff points are going to be negative 4, negative 2, positive 2, and then we want to pick test points that are in between these numbers. So you could pick like negative 5, you could pick negative 3, you could pick 0, you could pick 10, you could pick 1,000,000 if you wanted to. But really your numbers are going to be negative, positive, negative, and positive when you plug them back into the original, or if you plug them into the table. Now, we have to decide which ones we want, and because this was greater than or equal to 0, that means that we want the positive ones, and also technically where it's equal to 0. So my final answer is going to be negative 4 with brackets to negative 2 with brackets, and then union that with 2 with brackets, and then infinity with parentheses. And that'll be our answer.